Very good morning to you all and dear children, and in the first part and in the second part we are discussing the basics of set of numbers. Those are natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and we are also discussing the main topic, that is rational numbers. Okay, so once again we are revising that. What are rational numbers? The numbers which can be expressed in the form of P by Q are said to be rational numbers. Okay, here P comma Q are any two integers and the condition is Q is not equal to 0. And the rational numbers are indicated by the letter Q, capital Q. Okay, and all the set of numbers are said to be rational numbers. Okay, and the next topic is properties of the rational numbers. Properties of rational numbers. Okay, in the properties of rational numbers, the first one, closure property, already we are discussing, right? Closure property. If A comma B are any two rational numbers, then sum A plus B, A minus B, A into B, and A divided B also a rational number. So it is closure property. This closure property is applicable in addition and multiplication for natural numbers and whole numbers, and in the subtraction and in the division these are not applicable for natural numbers and whole numbers. Okay, right. And the second property, that is in the properties of rational numbers, the second property, commutative property. Commutative property. Okay, and listen now, what is commutative property? Just I am taking any two integers or whole numbers A comma B. If A comma B are any two whole numbers, then see, A plus B is equal to B plus A, and A into B is equal to B into A. But A minus B is not equal to B minus A, and A by B is also not equal to B by A. And listen you carefully, in the four fundamental operations, in the addition and multiplication only, here commutative property is applicable for rational numbers as well as natural numbers, as well as whole numbers, as well as integers. Why? Because in the subtraction and in the division these properties are not applicable. So let we are taking one example. A is equal to and B is equal to any two integers or whole numbers we are taking. So let us see the example. Let's take A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 3. Understand? A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 3. Okay. A plus B equal to B plus A. The first operation is addition. A plus B equal to B plus A. Right? 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 2. Both are equal to 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus 2 also 5. Right. Then multiplication. 2 into 3 is equal to 3 into 2 is equal to 6 only. Right? Either 2 into 3 or 3 into 2. Both are equal to 6. But coming to subtraction and division, see A minus B. 2 minus 3 is not equal to 3 minus 2. You know very well. Okay? 2 minus 3, that is minus 1. 3 minus 2 is plus 1. Both are not equal. As well as 2 by 3 also not equal to 3 by 2. So that's why commutative property is applicable in addition and subtraction, addition and multiplication for all the set of numbers, other natural numbers, whole numbers, integer as well as rational numbers also. Understand? So it is the second one, commutative property. So what is the commutative property? If A comma B are any two whole numbers, then A plus B equal to B plus A and A into B equal to B into A. But A minus B not equal to B minus A and A by B is also not equal to B by A. Right? Understand all of you? It is the second property, commutative property. What is the first property? Closure property. What is the second property? Commutative property or commutative law also you can say. Commutative property or commutative law. Understand? Okay. Then next we are going to take the third one, that is associative law or associative property. All of you understand this one, commutative property. Right. Now the third one is associative property. What is the third property? Associative property. Let us see what is associative property. And these are very important terms. If you understand all the properties and laws, you can solve the applications very easily. Okay? Right. Third one. Associative property. In the closure property, just A and B are different numbers. But in the commutative property, A plus B equal to B plus C. While we are coming to associative property, we are taking three members. So what are the three members? If A comma B comma C are any whole numbers, then see A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. And any order you can write. A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C. Or A into B into C is equal to A into B into C. In the addition and multiplication here also, like in the commutative property, only in the addition and multiplication only we are taking. While in the subtraction, see, A minus of B minus C, that is not equal to A minus B minus C. Similarly, A divided by B divided by C, that is also not equal to A divided by B divided by C. So, by understanding these conditions, associative property also applicable in addition and multiplication only. You perfectly remember this one. Carefully observe the laws, the properties of rational numbers. Here, A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C. And A into B into C equal to A into B into C. Right? But here in the subtraction, these are not equal. In the division also not equal. Not equal means not applicable. This property, this associative property is not applicable in subtraction and division for all the numbers, that is rational numbers, as well as the natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, that is nothing but rational numbers also. Okay, for better understanding you take any example of either A, B, C as you are like. So just I am taking A is equal to 3, B is equal to 4, C is equal to 5. See, A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C, right? 3 plus 4 plus 5 is equal to 3 plus 4 plus 5. And here 3 plus 4 plus 5, 9 is equal to 3 plus 4, 7 plus 5. That is 12 is equal to 12. Both are same. And LHS equal to RHS we are getting. So, in the addition, associative property is applicable for natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and as well as rational numbers also. In the multiplication also equal. So while you are taking in the subtraction, for example, I am taking subtraction. 3 minus half, 4 minus 5. That is not equal to 3 minus 4 minus 5. See, 3 minus half, 4 minus 5, minus 1 not equal to 3 minus 4 minus 1 as well as minus 5. And here minus into minus plus 3 plus 1 4. 4 that is not equal to minus 1 minus 5 how much? Minus 6. So 4 is not equal to minus 6. That's why in the associative property, this associative property is not applicable for subtraction as well as in the division also. Associative property is applicable in addition and multiplication. Just like the commutative property, associative property also applicable in addition and multiplication of rational numbers. Understand all of you? It is the third property, associative property, right? If A comma B comma C are any three whole numbers, then A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C. And A into B into C equal to A into B into C. Only these two are applicable in addition and multiplication. And in the subtraction and division not equal. Not equal means what? Not applicable. Clear all of you? Right. What is the first property? Closure property. What is the second property? Commutative property. What is the third property? Associative property. Okay? Right. Then next we are going to take the fourth one, that is distributive law. In the both the sides are coming. See here, distributive property. That is the fourth one. Fourth property. What is the fourth property? Distributive property. Listen. A distributive law. Distributive property or distributive law. Okay. Listen, all A comma B comma C are any whole numbers, then A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. And A into B plus C equal to A into B plus A into C. Okay, A into B plus C. Here multiplication side and addition side. It is the multiplication over addition. And what is the property? This one distributive. What is distributive? Multiplication over addition. First multiplication sign is there. Then next you are taking the additional sign. That is A into B plus C equal to A into B plus A into C. And A into B minus C, that also you can take A into B minus A into C as well as you are getting. Right? So A into B plus C, distributive. Just I am taking any example. So see the example. A is equal to 4, B is equal to 5 or C is equal to 6. These are all numbers only are rational numbers, right? Just substitute in this condition. A into B plus C, first A 4 into B plus C 5 plus 6 is equal to A into B 4 into 5 plus A into C, that is 4 into 6. Okay, A is equal to 4, B is equal to 5, C is equal to 6. A into B plus C, it is left hand side, see A into B plus C, so 4 into 5 plus 6 is equal to A into B, 4 into 5 plus again A into C, right, 4 into 6. Okay, what is the result? See, 4 into, what is the value of 5 plus 6? 5 plus 6, 11 is equal to 4 into 5, 4 5 is 20 plus 4 6 is 24. Now 4 11 is 44 is equal to 20 plus 24. What is 20 plus 24? It is also 44. Now we got LHS equal to 44, RHS equal to also 44. Both are equal, so this law is applicable. Understand? Distributive property, that is A into B plus C equal to A into B plus A into C. It is multiplication over addition. Suppose here minus sign is there, multiplication over subtraction. That is also same. A into B minus C equal to A into B minus A into C. Understand? So it is distributive law or distributive property. Solve the set of numbers either in whole numbers, natural numbers, integers, in the rational numbers also. Okay, it is the fourth property or fourth law. What is the first one? Closure property. Second one, commutative property. Third one, associative property. What is the fourth one? Distributive property or distributive law. Understand? These are the main properties. As well as next, additive inverse, multiplicative inverse, additive identity, multiplicative identity. These are also we are going to discuss. Okay, first additive identity. Additive identity means suppose 0. That means in the whole numbers we are getting 0. In the natural number 0 is there? No. Because additive identity means 0 only. So how can we say additive identity is 0? Just we are discussing in the properties. In the properties, first 4 only completed. And the next additive identity, multiplicative identity, and additive inverse, multiplicative inverse. Okay, and these properties we are going to discuss in the next class. Okay, and these properties are also very important. In the next class, we are going to meet to discuss the remaining properties. Okay, children, bye. Have a nice day.